push-pull legs, upper lower, full body, Arnold split or a specialized split. Which split is best for you? Before I break down the pros and cons of each and every single split, what a hybrid split is, and how you can create your own specialized split, there are 3 questions you need to ask yourself before that. The first question is, what is your goal? Do you want to maximize muscle growth? Do you want to train like a minimalist, be efficient in the gym and not live in the gym? Do you have strength or hypertrophy goals? Maybe you want to prioritize or deprioritize the muscle groups. Maybe you want smaller legs because they're too fucking huge. You want big ass arms, your calves are lacking, so you need to prioritize them too. You need to know what your goal is before picking a specific split, so you don't hop around and change your program all the time. Every single goal of yours is more suited towards a specific split. When you want to prioritize your arms, you cannot do just an upper lower split, as the arms get very little work and inefficient work, but at the same time you can tailor a specific split towards your goals. But I'll go more in depth into that topic later in the video. Question 2, what are your specific requirements? Maybe you don't have a lot of time left in a week, maybe you don't have a lot of time for each and every single workout. Those are very important factors to consider when picking your workout split. Maybe you don't want to live in the gym, maybe you want to again train more minimalistic, maybe you want to maximize your growth and live in the gym. You need to know what you want and what your requirements are. You need to know your schedule, you need to know how you can work the gym around your life, so your life doesn't revolve around the gym. It can somewhat involve around the gym if you want to, if it's like a big passion of yours, but it doesn't have to. You can still get great gains and build an amazing body by not being obsessed with it and being smart with picking your split and thousands of other factors that go into building an amazing body. So you need to know your schedule, you need to know which split is better for what, but again, you will learn this later in the video. Question 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you enjoy? Maybe you enjoy living in the gym, maybe you love training, it's a big passion of yours. You don't mind spending 1 hour or 2 hours every single day in the gym. With every single day, I mean 6 times a week with a push-pull leg split or an Arnold split. You need to know what you want out of life, what your personal goals outside of the gym are. If you want to build a business, if you want to spend time in nature, spend time with your family, and you don't mind losing a little bit of gains when training 3 to 4 times a week, which is not a lot. Like, you won't be a skinny neck Jimmy one plate if you just train 3 times a week compared to 6 times a week. You will not maximize it, but training 6 times a week is not needed. But if you really enjoy it, do whatever the fuck you want, even if it's suboptimal or optimal. You need to try and find balance between discipline and love. What is optimal and what you actually enjoy inside and outside the gym, so you can pick and choose your specific split that is suited towards your goals. Now I'll give you weekly frequency recommendations so you know how often you should train for your specific training experience level. Beginners should train 2 to 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week if they really want to see results. Beginners don't need a lot of work to grow, as they've been sitting on their ass their whole fucking life, especially if you haven't done any sports before going to the gym. If you are a beginner, you don't need a lot of work. You could just go to the gym 2 times a week, maybe bump it up to 3 times a week after a few months, then 4 times a week, and you will be fine. Intermediates are somewhere in between being an advanced or a beginner lifter. They can still train 3 times a week and see great results, but sometimes that doesn't cut it, so bumping it up to 4 to 6 times a week would be ideal. Advanced lifters should aim to at least train 4 times a week and up to 6 times a week. Oftentimes advanced lifters are very strong, but there are still some which don't have a lot of strength but a lot of size. That means that lifter A, who's very fucking strong, needs to train less than lifter B, who is kind of weak or weaker, because they can recover from more volume and frequency. An advanced programming technique is to spread out your training across more days than just within a week. Let's say you want to have 6 sessions, every single one of them is separate to bias the muscles, to have every single movement pattern in the program. When a very strong lifter trains 6 times a week, I mean very fucking strong, that could hinder his recovery. So spreading his work across 8 to 10 days, not just within 1 week, could boost his recovery without limiting his variety of training days or exercises within 1 training day, as he has more room to customize his program towards his individual goals and needs with more training days. So with asynchronous splits, he has the benefits of lower frequency training and the recovery that comes with it, but also the ability and freedom to customize this program towards its needs by having more training days across a longer training week. Why is the weekly frequency important? It is important to know which split is best suited for your specific training stage. As a beginner who wants to train 2 to 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week, cannot pull off a push-pull-leg split where it requires you to be in the gym 6 times a week. Now we come to the fun part, the split breakdown. Now I will break down each and every single split so you know which one is best suited for you. The full body split is best for holistic muscle growth and recovery, which just means that with muscle growth you are training every single body part within one day. You will not prioritize one muscle group over the other, which means that it is perfect for beginners and intermediates, but even advanced lifters could pull off full body training with smart programming, as the old school silver era guys have done for decades. When training the whole body in one single day, your muscles will recover all at the same time when training it holistically in one day, which means that you will be ready in your whole body for the next session. Your lower back and upper back will not have any overlap from your back training and your leg training. With a full body split, recovery is maxed out as you are not training your central nervous system, your body in total, every single day. When doing a push-pull leg split, yes, your push muscles are resting, doing the pull workout, the leg workout, but your central nervous system is still fried and is still working hard to perform and to grow your muscles, which means that full body splits will make you feel much better in the day-to-day life as compared to someone who trains 6-7 times a week. The full body split is very time efficient from a weekly frequency perspective, but as you've guessed, every single workout takes a lot of fucking time as you have to cramp up every single body part into one workout, which means that on a day-to-day training session basis, it is not as effective as other training programs or training splits. Another downside for the full body split is that if you want to maximize muscle growth in a specific area of the body or de-emphasize another body part, it is kind of tricky to program it if you don't have a solid understanding of how to structure your workouts, exercise selection and stuff like that. You need to have a good general understanding of all the factors that go into a good program if you don't want to have a minimalistic type of full body split. The upper lower program, unlike the full body split, is more focused on the lower body, as lower body training is more minimalistic, but upper body training isn't, and cramping up every single body part of your upper body into 2 individual training sessions, upper lower, is fucking hard if you are not a minimalist and want to actually maximize muscle growth. Upper lower training is really good for developing general strength. Let's say you love hypertrophic training, but you love to develop some strength. With the upper lower split you can do power building or powerlifting very easy without all the intricacies of powerlifting programming itself. The upper lower split is also very efficient on a weekly frequency perspective, as you only have to train 4 times a week. And on a workout perspective, lower days are actually minimalistic. You don't have to do a ton of exercise to grow big legs. On the other hand, as I mentioned, cramping up every single body part of the upper body into one session can take a lot of time. It usually takes 2 hours, so you have the benefits of like a 6-day split when it comes to shortening the workouts a bit for the lower days, but the upper days still take a lot of time, like the full body split. Now we come to the beloved push-pull leg split. The push-pull leg split is really fucking good if you want to prioritize your chest and back, as the chest and back gets a lot of love in the split. On a push day you're training your chest and shoulders first, and after that the triceps. On a pull day you're training your back first, and after that the biceps, which means that the exercises that you do first in the workouts are much more effective and much more productive towards that muscle, as after every single set that you do within the workout, not just for a specific muscle group, means that you get much more out of it, but that at the same time means that your arms, which are at the end of the workout, after blasting your back and chest completely, are not the priority in this specific split, as you will be much weaker, fatigued, tired and less effective. The legs get as much love as in the upper lower split, so you don't have to worry about anything when it comes to leg training. The push-pull leg split is really fucking good if you want to train every single day almost, but you don't want to be in the gym for 2 to 3 hours every single day you are training, as splitting up the whole body into push, pull and legs means that you don't have to do a lot of exercises per workout, which in return shortens the workout duration to 1 hour, 1.5 hours maximally. The only downsides of the push-pull-leg split are that you have to be in the gym almost every single day, and that you are fucked if you miss one single workout, if you cannot delay your workouts and maybe do an asynchronous split as your schedule or your lifestyle doesn't allow. Now we come to the Arnold split. The Arnold split prioritizes the fuck out of your arms. The Arnold split has 2 arm days per week. Some people don't even do 1 arm day. Imagine the guns you can grow with 2 arm days. Look at fucking Arnold, man.
Coming in the gym, I'm getting the feeling of coming.
But even if you are prioritizing your arms hard, you are still hitting your chest and back very efficiently, as they are antagonistic muscle groups which don't take a lot of energy from the other. But the chest and back day could be a little bit strenuous for you if you don't have the work capacity or cardio to keep up performance for so many compound exercises that the back and chest need. Again, with the Arnold split, you're training 6 times a week, just like in a push-pull-leg split, which means that if you want to be in the gym almost every single day but don't want to work out a lot of hours per session, the Arnold split is perfect for you. But as every single thing in life, there's also bad to the good benefits that the Arnold split has, which are that if you have sensitive elbows or that you're prone to injury in that area, that you can overwork yourself very easily with Arnold split, as you are training your arms almost like 4 times a week. Chest and back exercises will not blow up your arms in and of itself, but they're still hitting them to some extent. There's still some overlap towards the arms and some strain on the elbows. In the Arnold split, you're most often training chest and back the first day, then after that the arms. So your arms get just a day to rest and then you're training them again, which again can be strenuous on your elbows if you have problems or previous injuries there. Another downside is that your chest and back could benefit more from a push-pull-leg split if they are your priority, as training the chest and back together on a single workout means that they don't get as much love as on a push-pull-leg split. As you've already noticed, every single workout split has some good and some bad to it, some pros and cons, but the good thing is that you can turn each muscle-related con and erase it from existence by breaking the fucking rules. Now we go into the topic of creating your own specialized split to get as big as a fucking horse. There are 2 options. Option 1, hybrid. You can just combine 2 different splits that you like. You know that you don't have to stick to any given split that is given to you, right? This is good for combining the strengths and weaknesses of each and every single split and putting it all together to suit your specific goals, needs, and time demands, so you can get the best of both or more worlds. You don't have to just stick to combining 2 different splits. You could also do something crazy like push-pull legs, rest, arm day, rest, full body day. You could do crazy things and combine the shit that you want to do without restraining yourself to one specific split that already exists but you don't actually like. This is good if you don't want to overcomplicate things and just pick something from the already existing splits and don't have to worry about specializing, really crafting your program to be perfect for your specific needs. Just create a hybrid split in that instance. Option 2, prioritize. Let's say you want to have huge fucking arms. I will now give you 3 specific examples. Maybe you're one of them. Example 1, you have the time to do an existing split that is aligned with your goals. Let's say building your arms. Then you could just do the Arnold split, which is aligned with your goal of having huge arms. Example 2, you don't have the time and you don't want to live in a gym, but you still want to have huge arms. In that case, you could just do full body training 2, 3 times, 4 times a week. Doesn't matter. You will just have to do 2 little things, which is using only compound movements, which prioritize your arms. For the triceps, use close grip bench press and dips. For the biceps, chin-ups, supinated row variations. By doing that, you will put the emphasis on the arms, the triceps and the biceps, but also grow your chest and back simultaneously. When picking only arm focus compounds, you will be still hitting the chest and back hard, as they are still the main driver of the movement, but you will still be prioritizing your arms as they will get a fuck ton of work. Then after that, as we know, the muscles or the exercise that gets put first or early in the workout will get more love, so you can just put all your arm work at the very start or after the arm focused workouts, as they already have a lot of arms in them. Again, it's a full body, so after that, after you've obliterated your arms, you can just do your leg movements and all the other stuff that you need to do. But those 2 little changes, you'll have changed the whole effectiveness and how you're training your muscles for a full body workout. Let's say you have lots of time available and you want to live in a gym, but you love to push-pull leg split and hate the Arnold split, but you still want to have big arms. And as we know, the push-pull leg split is kind of shitty for arm training. So you can just do a modified push-pull leg split. In a normal push-pull leg split, you are training your chest and triceps and back and biceps together, but you can just flip the script and do chest and biceps and back and triceps. You will still hit your chest and back hard as they're at the start of the workout, but you could even go one step further and do biceps first in the workout and then after that chest, or triceps and after that back. You're still getting the benefits of the Arnold split, and you can stick with your beloved push-pull leg split. What you could also do is switch the shoulder work, let's say rear delts on the push day and side delts on the pull day, which gives you even more frequency for the delts. If you want to go one step even further and grow the biggest side delts in history, you could do side delts or rear delts also, even on the leg day. The delts can take a lot of work, and by that you are training your delts almost every single day, which means that they will get a lot of fucking work and a lot of fucking tonnage within the whole week. These were just examples. Maybe you don't want to have big arms. Again, you want to have big legs, big calves, whatever. You can take this principle of these 3 different examples and put it towards your specific needs and goals. Now we have all the answers of the basic splits and how you can modify those basic splits towards your specific needs, but you also need to consider 2 factors, which is frequency and volume. At the end of the day, your overall volume across the week determines how much you're prioritizing one specific muscle group over the other. First comes volume, then frequency, and then the split. So the required volume to maximize muscle growth, but to not overdo it or underdo it, is to stay in the 8 to 12 set zone per muscle group per week. I will now go in depth into this volume topic, as I've done a whole video about it that goes in depth into 8 factors that determine your specific volume requirements per week. The basic weekly frequency to maximize muscle growth for a specific muscle group is 2 times per week. Training a muscle group 1 times per week is suboptimal, but it can be done if you want to maintain your muscles or if you want to grow them really slowly or more inefficiently. Let's say you want to still grow your legs, but you don't want to have an X frame, don't want to have huge legs but defined, and at the same time want to prioritize your upper body. So training legs 1 times per week is suboptimal but optimal for you. Going above 2 times per week frequency, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, it can be done, but it is not necessary for optimal muscle growth. If this video was valuable to you, you can create your own split now. You know which basic split, which you don't want to modify, is perfect for you. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe.